If you're overweight and skip breakfast, you need to watch this video. People think that skipping breakfast helps them stay in a calorie deficit. You save some calories in the morning, but by the afternoon, you're right in the pantry, snacking on anything that you can find because you're fucking starving. Trust me, hunger is the fastest way to ruin your diet.
So is skipping breakfast always a bad thing? This is one of those situations where there is no right answer, because it largely depends on preference. Now, I understand his reasoning for thinking it's a bad idea, because it will make you more likely to binge eat in the evening. And I agree, if you're unintentionally fasting and you have no plan for what to eat later in the day, you probably are more likely to binge eat. However, even if someone has breakfast, if they have unhealthy habits and no structure, this won't stop someone from doing the same thing whether they fast or not. So the problem is not fasting, but rather a lack of structure. And I personally like to fast, or at least push all my main meals to later on at night when I'm at home, for a few reasons. Firstly, because I have a big appetite, and when I eat, I want to feel stuffed, or I don't really feel satisfied from the meal, and I'll just want to eat more. I also find it better for me to remove the distraction of food from my day and then have a massive reward at night, because if you fast regularly, what you learn is you're not actually as hungry as you think. You often just want to eat purely for comfort or boredom. And I've had clients that find it makes it easier to deal with cravings once they've actually adapted to a fasting protocol. Now, you might have been expecting me to say the reason I fast is for some crazy health benefits or something like that, but the truth is the evidence for fasting being profoundly good for us isn't really there. A lot of people overhype the benefits, and there isn't really conclusive data showing that it makes a massive difference for our health. But the reason I like it personally and why it's worked well for some clients is it's very practical and it's useful for appetite suppression and craving regulation. But it's not the best thing for everyone. So understand the most important thing to have a successful diet is proper planning and structure. So whether you choose to skip breakfast or not, it really doesn't matter. Find what works best for you and fits your eating preferences, and then plan around it and stick to it. Hope this helps. Till next time, be great.